Monday Night Raw took place last night, and you have a whole new season premiere. It's a different show. You have a new theme song. It's sponsored by The Search by NF. You had the Viper's Message from Hell as the big draw for tonight, and of course he's in the Hell in a Cell, Randy Orton. Alexa Bliss comes and starts the show off, which is always good. She's covered in red lightning. She says, in red lighting. She says, "He here, let him in." The Fiend entered, and they held hands. The lights come back on. There's different music, and this is the song for Retribution. All of them come in the ring. They all surround Alexa Bliss and the Fiend. And the Fiend and Alexa are not selling Retribution, which was a cool visual. They're not selling at all. Ali raises his hand. It looked like, oh, is he gonna turn? Is he gonna be informed with them? But then the lights go out. The lights turned off, and Wyatt and Bliss are gone. And then they had the music of the Hurt Business is with them. And I guess Mia Yim is with Retribution. I didn't even notice. I guess she's there. This was an okay segment. They set up a fight with Retribution in the Hurt Business. Hurt Business wins. Retribution's a total flop. It's just nothing there. I just think Retribution's just not working anymore. It's not somewhere where I just don't think it's. I thought they could have a chance to make it something in the summer, and they kind of failed. I just think it's a flop now. He had the lights turn red, and they had the Fiend appeared on the apron. He took each member of Retribution. T-Bar saved Ali from Sister Abigail, and Wyatt gave T-Bar Sister Abigail. And then you have Alexa Bliss appear on the screen, and she said, let me in Wyatt's voice, which is just awkward. I love Alexa, but I like her possessed. I don't know, it's just, I kind of like old Alexa better. He had AJ beat Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle, not much here. I just think, his bad attitude screwed him, which is, everyone expected this to happen in WWE. His poor attitude would ruin his career, and that's basically what happened, unfortunately, for him. He's not going to make it far. AJ wins. It was a solid match. AJ gets the win. Felt short. You had the mid-break commercial. You had a lot of stalling in the match. They do a Drew McIntyre Randy Orton video package. You had Charlie Caruso attempt to interview McIntyre in the back, but he asked for the mic so he could speak directly to Randy. He cuts an okay promo. This is more... he did well here. The thing with Drew, I'm not sure how they're going to go with this Hell in a Cell finish here. They could go at Drew, or they can go at Randy. I'm not sure which way they can go. I think it's 50-50 at this point. I think this is one of the hardest matches to predict. I think Drew's probably going to win right now. That's how I'm feeling. Because I think they're going to push him to WrestleMania as champ. They're going to give him a big year reign as champ. And I think they're all in on June. I think he's going to beat Randy. That's how I'm thinking. But it's an okay promo. You had Asuka against Lana, so Lana won the Battle Royal. This ends in 2.5 minutes. It was a squash. Asuka murders her. Nia Jax comes out. They go after Asuka, and Nia Jax puts Lana through the announce table for the 5th fucking week in a row. Fuck you, Miro. That's what they think. That's what that's for. Hey, Miro goes and trashes the company, and now his wife has to get Samoan dropped by Nia Jax every week. Shayna Baszler goes after Asuka, but Asuka fought her off with a kick, and Asuka escaped and posed with her belt. He had Nia Jax and Shayna cut a promo, just not any good. No one really cares. He had Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke enter, and they just want to step up to him. I just don't think it's going to work. Mandy, I thought, would be a bigger star than she is right now. It's just they just didn't pan out for her, unfortunately. I don't know. It's not this tag team at all. Lacey enters the ring. She's followed by Peyton Royce. And Peyton Royce is when I look at Mandy Rose, I probably should have kept her with Billie Kay. Even though Billie Kay was bad in the ring. I feel the same thing with Mandy and Sonya. They probably should just keep them together, to be honest. You had Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan enter, and it just turns into a fatal four-way tag match. You had Nia and Sheena against Mandy and Dana against Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce, which that's a horrible team. And Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan, at least they get to stay together. Not much of a match. Nia and Shayna win. And something's just not right here. Things aren't working. You had an Elias concert. He had a band with him. He played. It's kind of boring. I feel like the Elias thing it's kind of fizzled out. I think it peaked a couple years ago. I just don't think he offers much anymore for this company. That's how I feel about this guy. You had Miz and Well, you had Hardy, Jeff Hardy come out and he swings his guitar at Elias, and I'd like the Jeff Hardy concert. There's that one song he plays that's really good. You had Miz and I forget what it's called. Is it what's that one song he played when he was in TNA? He used that song. Anyway, Miz and Morrison spoke about Otis and Mandy. Tucker interrupts them. He claimed Miz uses his influence. He was saying ever to get him and to get Mandy entrapped away from Otis. He found a partner, and his partner is Otis. It is Otis. It's basically gonna happen later that night. He had a New Day. He had Elias challenge Jeff Hardy to a match in Hell in a Cell. New Day promo, pretty boring here. No one cared. This was just okay. Just, it's not the same. They had Sheamus interrupt, and they had Kofi and Sheamus in a match that is happening in 2020. It feels like this happened in 2010. 10 years too late. Anyway, this was an okay match. This was alright. Kofi Kingston gets the win. I feel like these guys have been around forever now. They replayed Retribution losing and getting beat up by Bray Wyatt. You had a Mustafa Ali promo. Just all these not doing much here with Retribution. It's whatever. They're just jobbers now. Her Business was backstage. He had Titus O'Neil congratulate them, and it looks like just Titus going to join the group. And with Titus, it's just at this stage of the game, I think Titus does more. He's more of an ambassador and a spokesperson for WWE, something like that. I don't think he's going to wrestle. I don't think he really should. Hurt Business beats him up. They trick him. He just beat him up. He's getting heat. You had Miz and Morrison want to know who's Tucker's partner. We all know who it's going to be, and it turns out it is El Gran Gordo, and of course it's Otis under a mask. It's basically those old what's their names? The Los Matadores. It's basically like that kind of gimmick. And they even have Otis holding the lunchbox. Tucker said he was the next Ray, and Miz cut them off, and they cut up a match, and they set up a match. And they had Tucker and El Gran Gordo defeat the Miz and John Morrison. This is just awful. I put Otis on Raw. I don't know what they're going to even do with this fucking company, man. This sucks. Anyway, he had Firefly Funhouse. Wyatt tossed out all the props, and he said he was sad to leave his friends on SmackDown but make new friends on Raw. He mentioned having a wife, and Wyatt was confused, and he said you didn't know. Wyatt promised a better friend, and they have a black and white montage of the rabbit getting eaten and destroyed throughout the show. He says the rabbit's happy to get a fresh start, but he's eaten again by the buzzard. Someone knocked on the door, and it's Alexa Bliss. She's wearing black and red. She says their fun was getting started, and everyone was happy, and they waved goodbye. So Alexa's part of this gimmick. Alexa's really good. Braun Strowman beats Keith Lee. This was a joke. This was sad. This ended so quick. This was just a quick match. Keith Lee is just not there. After the match, Keith Lee attacked him. He hit him in the balls, and this is basically a heel turn, but man, this is just weird. So we had a Randy Orton promo in the main event saying we're just in the Hell in a Cell. It's like 5 minutes left in the show. It's just him cutting a promo, setting up Hell in a Cell with Drew McIntyre. Eventually, Drew enters. We all know Drew's going to attack Randy. They have a stare down. What happens is Randy's cutting a promo inside the structure, but the structure has a locked door, and Drew comes out. He wants to break in. He can't break. He can't like rip a door off like Kane did when he first debuted. So he has to take a pair of pliers, rips open the cage door, and he gets in. And just as Drew enters, it fades to black. So and that's how the show ends, and sets up Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre at Hell in a Cell.